Hey folks, this is Vincent Adderley with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Dice Hospital. This is a game for 1 to 4 players. It's for ages 10 and up, and the average play time is 45 to 90 minutes. So Dice Hospital is a, medically themed dice manipulation game where the dice are the patients, and they are going to come in every round, and you're going to be using your nurses and specialists that you're going to be earning in order to treat them so that they don't get sicker and die on you. Getting patients that get sick and die on you will give you fatality tokens, and those are negative points at the end of the game, so obviously we don't want that. So here's a quick look at a 2-player setup. I'll go ahead and quickly show you the box insert here. Some of these components we're not using, like there's extra boards here, extra dice we're not using. The number of dice that you use for this baggie here depends on the number of players. There's some cards in here. These are event cards that could be used. They're optional. There's clipboard cards in here, which are for the solo game. There's ambulances in here. You're only going to use a certain number of ambulances equal to the number of players plus 1, so there's 3 of them here. There's some extra meeples in here that we'll draw from as we need to. And there's some fatality tokens, which are these little skull and crossbone there. Some player trackers and blood bank or blood pack tokens, which I'll get to in a little bit. So there's some extra tokens there that we may draw from as needed. Okay, so what is going on here? Well, this is the scoreboard here. Players will track their points on this board. Players are given 2 of these little syringes of a particular color. One is put in front of them to remind them what color they are. The other one is used as the tracker itself and is moved along this score tracker here. There is a round counter here. You just rotate it. It doesn't lock into place. It just slides, unfortunately. Too bad it's not like something that actually punches into the cardboard itself. But anyway, there's 8 rounds. And after every round, you're just going to rotate it to the right until you get to the 8th round. Play that out and you're done. You've got ambulances, like I said. Patients from the bag will be entering these cards here, these ambulances, and then players will be drafting these to put into their own personal boards. You've got a stack of hospital tiles here. These are rooms that will be added to your hospital, assuming that you choose them. And they give you more options in terms of treating patients. You start off with a standard board, and there are some action spaces on here to help you treat patients, but you can get new abilities as you take these rooms, okay? These are specialists. These specialists are of different colors, and whenever you take a specialist, you also take the meeple of that color, and you put it on there, like so. And then whenever it comes time to assign nurses and specialists, you can put them on various spaces to try and treat your dice. In terms of specialists, they have to match the color in order for their special ability to kick in. So just to quickly note that. And we'll go over these abilities as they come up. The players start the game with 3 dice at random, 3, 4, and 5. Players can choose what the values are for those colors. And they go into the little arrow spaces here on top. This section here is your ward. There's arrow spaces on top, and there's check mark spaces on the bottom. Every time you use your nurses or your specialists to treat a die, you're going to slide this down into the check mark to show that you've treated them for that round. And you'll be adjusting the pips on these appropriately. Just to quickly sum up the pips, the sicker a patient is, the closer to the 1 they get. If a patient ever drops below 1, they die, and you get a fatality token. If a patient is high in value, that means they're relatively well and they're not as sick, and you're trying to get them to value 7 or higher in order to move them to this discharge area. And at the end of a round, typically, you're going to put these back into the bag, and the number of dice that you clear from that will give you a different amount of points. So if you've cleared 2 dice for that 1 round, you would get 3 victory points to add to your tracker here. Speaking of cards, I guess I should show you. These are reference cards, front and back. We're just lazy. We have 2 reference cards, so we don't have to keep flipping them over. But there's a turn sequence up here and the scoring here. And then there's a quick guide to what the different symbols mean for these various cards or for the room tiles that you may be seeing. Okay? So a typical round, oh, I forgot about these. These are optional special ability administrator cards. Players are dealt 2. They choose 1, the other is discarded. And these are just, you can use these abilities throughout the game, once per round. Most of them are, if you discharge 2 green patients, you get an extra victory point. If you discharge 2 yellows, you get a victory point, in addition to what you would have regularly earned. This symbol here simply means if you don't treat it, typically if you don't treat a die during a round, their pip falls by 1. So this ability would prevent that from happening to 1 green die. And there's a couple of others in here that are color specific and so on. So those are the different administrators. They're optional, you don't have to play with these. But you're dealt 2, you choose 1, the other one is discarded. Okay. So getting to a round typically plays out. What you're going to do first, there's 6 phases in a round. And the first part of it is the intake. And the intake involves the first player, which is what this medical bag here is. The first player will draw so many dice to equal to the number of spaces on these ambulances. There's 3 per ambulance, that's 9 dice for this game. Idly is first player, so she would grab 9 dice, roll them. Any 1s or 6s are going to be re-rolled so that they're going to be 2s, 3s, 4s, and 5s only. Then we're going to put them in numeric order from left to right, 1 having the lower values and 3 having the higher values, assuming it works out that way. In case of a question as to, okay, do I put this 2 here or this 2 here? The player to the first player's right will get to choose where the dice go if there's like a tie there. After that, you draft them, starting with the first player. The first player cannot grab the 1 ambulance, and these numbers also determine who gets this on the next phase, so we'll get to that. So players will draft these ambulances, and then the player that drafts the lowest number will get the medical bag and one of these tokens, these blood bag tokens. These blood bag tokens can be turned in during treatment to raise a pip on a die or to temporarily change the color of a die, but getting ahead of myself there. Long story short, person that picks the lowest number gets first player marker and a blood bag token. Okay. After that, players will have dice and add them to their ward based on the ambulance that they chose. And then comes step 2. Whoever is first player at that point will get to choose between what's currently out here. Idly, we'll go ahead and do that now. In a 2-player game, you're going to draw 1 of each. You're going to draw 1 room and 1 specialist. The first player gets to choose to draw either an additional room or an additional specialist. So why don't you do that now, just to keep things...
So I'm just choosing between these.
Yes. Do you want an extra room or do you...
What does that mean?
This room is the Allergy Center. This means that if you have 3 green dice of the same value, you can increase them all by 1, assuming that you assign someone there.
I see.
So you could assign a nurse here, and if you have 3 green dice of the same value that are untreated, you can increase them all by 1.
Interesting.
This specialist, if you have this specialist and you assign her to a yellow room, she'll get an additional cure. So by default, let's say I had this card here, and I had the specialist. If I assign the yellow specialist to a yellow room, then I get the bonus effect. This room says cure a yellow or treat a yellow die and increase the pip by 1. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I would change this 4 to a 5. But this special ability says if you assigned a yellow to a yellow room, increase that by an additional 1. So this 4 would become a 6. Mm. And again, I'm trying to get them to be 7 so that I can discharge them.
Yeah.
So that's what that one does. So it's up to you. Do you want a new room or do you want a new specialist?
I have allergies all the time, so I'll go by story and I'll do a new room.
Well, you're not picking. You're choosing. Do you want an additional one out?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you want an additional one of these or an additional one of these?
Oh, sorry, a ward. I was choosing that.
So you want, okay, there you go. This is the Triage Center. It's just a gray room. I'll have to look at this later. It looks like dice that are 1 through 3. If you have a dice valued 1 through 3, or 2 dice valued 1 through 3, you heal them twice, which isn't too bad. So I'll have to look at that. The rulebook, by the way, contains, as you can see, there's a lot here.
A lot of iconography.
Yeah, there is. This Triage Center, it says, when this meeple heals a patient, heal 2 different patients of any color of values 1, 2, or 3, 1 step each. This one, though, has 2 pluses on it.
It's the same thing as what's on the card.
Right, Triage Center, right. So this one would actually heal them by 2 steps instead of 1. Anyway, so now
I get to pick.
Not yet. Let me explain the rest of the rules first.
Sorry.
So now we're on to step 2, which is drafting. Again, the player with the first player marker will choose one of these for free, and then the next players will choose whatever's available, whatever's left over. So whoever picks the lower ambulance will get first pick from here. But you get worse patients. You get the sicker patients. That's how that balance plays out.
Yes, sir.
So once you're done drafting that, I don't know if there's more to that or not. I don't think so. You can have... Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Can you wait until I'm done?
I'm sorry. I'm so excited to get cured of allergies.
I see. Phase 3 is the activation. This is where you use your nurses and any specialists you have to treat your dice. Anytime you treat dice, they go down to the check mark and increase in value by whatever. Okay. I don't think you can also use your blood bags at this time to do that. This part is simultaneous. Players can do this at the same time because you do not affect each other. It's recommended for your first game that you take turns just so players aren't missing anything. Again, if a player reaches 7, they go to the discharge area. Phase 4, any that were not treated go down a pip, which is bad. If it falls below 1, then you put it back in the bag and get a fatality token. Phase 5, you discharge your patients for points, and step 6 is shift change. It's where you reset your nurses and your specialists. You return all treated patients back to the down arrow spaces from their check marks, return ambulances, and so on. You also rotate the round marker. You, draw new face-up tiles and cards. And so on. So the first player will get to choose, again, which of these to choose from, basically. Any of these that were not claimed this round will be discarded. So any leftovers will be discarded. And that's it. We'll just continue round after round until 8 rounds is over, and then whoever has the most points wins. All right. Now, just to recap what we've done so far. We're on phase 1, correct? Intake. So you need to take 9 dice out of there.
I see. Sorry. I'm so excited to play this game, that's all.
Clearly.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Blind picking.
Alright, so go ahead and roll them.
Wasn't there like a dice board?
No.
Oh.
Just roll them gently here. Or there.
Sorry.
1s and 6s have to be re-rolled. These are okay. So take these dice and re-roll them. Alright. Okay, so now we're going to put these in numeric order. So we've got 2s. Do we have any more 2s than this? No. Okay, so that fits nice and snugly there. On this one, we go with the 3s. Now we've got 3 4s. The player to the right of the first player gets to choose which 4 to place here. I'm just going to go ahead and do a red 4. And then that means that, and that. Okay, so now comes the drafting part. Starting with the first player, except for this one, you cannot choose the first one. Which of these two do you want? And the dog is a very loud drinker.
Choose this one.
Okay, you're gonna choose that one. Okay, so just keep that there. No, you can, yeah, it's fine. Now I have a choice. Do I want this or this? I'm gonna go with these, I think.
Either one, right? You get the first place thing.
Right, because my number is a 2.
Yeah.
I get the, not a whole lot of room here.
The blood bag.
I'll just, yeah. So I get this and a blood bag. Okay, and I'll just take these dice. These dice go into your ward. I'm actually gonna, it doesn't matter in what order they're in. I'm just gonna go ahead and organize them by color. It's easier for me that way, I guess. Just don't change their value.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you've done that, great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so now we're on to the draft phase here. This is phase 2. I'm gonna look at these and determine which ones I want. I'm gonna go ahead and take, I don't know, I kind of like that radiologist. I'm gonna go ahead, or the hematologist. So I'm gonna go ahead and claim her, and I get the specialist associated with her. And now you get to take one.
Well, dang. I should have thought about it. I'll grab this one.
Okay, so you would just add that somewhere, doesn't matter where. Okay, so now that we've drafted, I'm going to put this just at the bottom of this one. Alright. And now we're on phase 3, which is activation. So now, again, it doesn't have to be in turn order. We can do this at the same time. We're going to use our nurses and our specialists to treat these dice. So I guess I'll go ahead and start doing that. If you want to start doing that, that's fine. Or if we want to take turns. For example, I might want to assign this yellow one to this yellow space so I can heal a die twice. Heal once for this space and once for the hematologist. So I'm going to go ahead and heal this 3, bring it up to 5, and put it into the treated space. And then I've got these nurses to choose from. I might go ahead, I need to treat as many as possible if I can. This is treat either a 5 or a 6. This is a 1 or 2 or a 3 or 4. I don't want these guys getting any sicker, so maybe I'll do a green one here, move the 3 up to a 4. Okay, and maybe the, let's do the nurse here. It's 3 and 4. So I'm going to go ahead and move this 4 up to a 5. Heal, this one says take a 3 or 4 and heal it by 1 step. And I've got 1 nurse left here. I'm going to put this on the 5 or 6 space. And, or I'm going to put this on the red space, I think. And heal this red one up to a 4. Okay. And I'm out of workers at this point.
Okay. So, explain Allergy Center again. I'm sorry.
If you have 3 green dice of the same color,
yeah,
then you can increase them all by 1 step.
one.
But you don't have 3 green dice yet.
and I can't do it unless, like, I can't do it just for 2.
No, it has to be 3.
Well, fudge. All right, that's fine. All right, so I will do the green one for 5. No, I won't. Just kidding. Yellow one for 4.
Okay.
Where's my thing? Okay. Red one for 6.
I'm going to zoom in. I don't think guys need to see the reference cards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'm going to do this one to treat it completely. Can I do that?
Yeah. Okay.
So now what?
Alright, do you have any more nurses left?
No, I have 3.
Okay, so now we move on to the next phase, which is neglect. Any that we did not treat go down a pip.
Yep.
This goes to 4, this goes to 3.
This is a deathbed right here. 3 and 4. Ouch. That's okay.
Okay. Now, any discharge. You've got one. This goes back in the bag.
Okay.
And you get number of points based on the chart 1. So you get 1 point. Now, your ability says if you've discharged the most patients, we didn't go over these yet. Her ability here is if you've discharged the most patients in a round, you get an additional point.
Yes.
She did. So she's now up to 2. Mine says if you neglect a red die, ignore the down step part, which I think I did by accident. So I need to bring this back up to 4.
That's really good.
Yeah. All right. So now that we've done the discharge, now the shift change. So we're going to bring all of our nurses back to where they need to be in the nurses station. Mm-hmm. Specialists go back to their cards. Just to make sure I've got everything. Ambulances. These dice, I believe, go back in the bag.
And do these dice come back up?
Yes. All of the treated dice go back up to the arrow spaces.
Don't worry, guys. I'll get to you soon.
Mm-hmm. Next round is round 2.
Mm-hmm.
Got that. Draw new face-up tiles. So we're going to do 1. Radiology. Anesthesiast. Anesthesiast. I know them as anesthesiologists, but
Anesthetist.
sure.
Well, they spelled it wrong. There's a second T there that shouldn't be there. The anesthesia.
Maybe that's how they say. I don't know. Maybe that's the correct term. I don't know.
Anesthesia.
Someone that puts you under. That's what someone did to me today. Just saying.
Anesthesia.
So, all right. Radiology. This is heal. Okay, we've seen this one already. 1 through 3, 1 through 3, 1 through 3, 1 step up. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's not too bad. So, as the first player, I'm going to choose which one I want to bring out. I'm going to bring out a second person. And this one, I just want to make sure I got their ability right. I'm looking at the rule book. When this meeple heals at least 1 red patient, heal a different red patient 1 step.
Oh.
So you can heal 2. If something you heal 1, you can heal a second die, red die. But again, they have to be assigned to a red room for that to work.
Okay.
Okay. So now, now that we've cleaned up, I'm gonna go ahead and draw new dice for the second round to put on the ambulances.
Good luck, player.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And then you roll them. Unless that's how you rolled it.
No. Alright, 6s and 1s have to be re-rolled. So let's just put these over here for right now. 6s. Alright, so there's more 6s. This 3 and this 5 are good. This 4 is good. 4 is good.
Snake eyes.
2, I see. Alright, so we're going to put the 2s. Mm-hmm. Now the 3s.
They're all the same.
They're all the same color, so you don't have much of a choice in that matter. Look at those colors. Weird. 4, 4, 5.
Wow.
Alright.
Poor yellows.
So now I get first pick here of what I want. I'm going to go with... I'm going to take this one, I think, because you may need that. So I'm just going to take these dice and put them into... Let's go ahead and put that there. Sure. My spaces are... I need to start treating people.
Right. I'm taking this one.
Alright, so you get first player. And a blood bank token.
Yep.
Alright.
What do these do again?
One of 2 things. During the treat step, you can turn that in to increase a pit by 1. Or you can... or to treat a patient by 1. Or you can temporarily change the color of a die.
Interesting.
All right. So now, because you're first player, you get to draft. You get first pick here. If you run out of space, by the way, and you draft new dice, you have to discard other dice and get a fatality token. So I need to start treating here. Otherwise, I'm in trouble. I've got 3 more spaces left.
I might get this one.
Okay. And that is 3 dice, 1 step. Dice valued 1 through 3, right?
Yeah.
So you can treat 3 dice valued 1 through 3 up by 1 step with that one. I kind of like... I need to treat a bunch, but this will allow me to treat 2. So wait a minute. I'm guessing when this meeple heals at least 1 red patient, heal a different patient 1. Okay. So I don't get a bonus heal on that. Okay. This just means if I assign a red meeple here, I can heal 2 red dice instead of 1. That's what that turns out to be. Or I got a lot of green. I need to start healing them. Okay. This is bad. Like my guys here. All right. Healing 2 is good. All right. But I kind of like being able to heal a die twice. So I'll take that green one. That green specialist. Pharmacist. All right. So now that we've done that, now comes the activation. So now, again, simultaneously, we can start treating these guys, our dice. So I'm going to put this one here to treat a green one twice. So I'm going to bring this up to 6. And this yellow one, same deal. That will treat a 5 twice to the point where it is now a 7. So that goes here. And I've got 3 regular nurses left. So how am I going to... I've got all these dice. They're all going to go down unless I can start treating them. Let's go with the lower dice, I suppose. 3 and 4. I'll just move a 3 up to a 4. And oh boy. I guess 1 and 2, 5 and 6. I don't have any 1s or 2s, so no. So it has to be this red space. And that would have to go up to 5. And I've got a nurse left. Now, I should be able to continue treating dice that haven't been treated yet. I think you can treat dice that have already been treated.
Really? I thought...
I'm pretty sure.
So you can treat dice that's already went
Yeah,
down?
because that doesn't make any sense not to be able to do that. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to keep up, like, if you're trying to get rid of a patient quickly. Let's see. Each time a patient is healed for the first time in a round, it must be moved from the untreated space down. Okay, so it looks like it says for the first time that round, so it looks like you'll be able to do it multiple times. So that's actually good because I've got 1 nurse left that I can't do anything with.
Alright, well in that case...
So, well, I could actually activate that yellow and make it a 6, so I could do that. Okay. Alright, so I'm done with mine.
You discharged one?
Yeah, I discharged one.
Fudge. Okay. I mean, good for you, babe.
Good for me. All right, so you're going to treat 3 patients.
Yes.
Valued 1 through 3.
4, 4, 4. And I can treat them again doing this.
Yep. That brings those 4s up to a 5.
I still won't beat you on that. That sucks. I would only be able to discharge 1.
With a blood bag?
Oh, I forgot about the blood bag. Okay.
I mean, I guess I could use mine too. I might as well.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, I might as well. I mean, so I'm going to go ahead and actually use it to discharge this green 6. Now I'm up to 2. That way I can get some extra points.
Contra. Alright, fine.
I forgot about that.
You sneaky. Alright. That would have been 3, 3. Oh my gosh, dude. I'm gonna have to start treating them. I can't. This is a loss, so I'm gonna. Okay. So this one was 3 to 4. 3 to 4. 3 to 4. This one can go 3, 3, and 4.
No.
Why?
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Valued 1 through 3. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, 4. And then I'm gonna have to do yellow on here. And
Okay.
That's it.
All right. So now we move to the neglect phase. My special ability, one of them cannot go down, but the other one will. So this 4 is going to turn into a 3. This 4 is safe due to this guy, Norman Shumway. I wonder if that's a call to Alf, Gordon Shumway.
Maybe.
Anyway, because there was a doctor. He played a doctor in one episode, the Christmas special.
Well, then this must be the Matrix guy's wife, Anderson.
Maybe.
You know.
Sure. This 3 goes down to a 2, and this 4 goes down to a 3. Okay. And now discharge. I've got 2 here. That goes back in the bag. And based on the chart, I get 3 points for treating 2 of them.
Wow, so good.
Okay. And now to the shift change. So all of your nurses go back to the nurse station. Any specialists go back to their colored cards. Dice move back up to the arrows. Those go in there. This guy goes underneath. New cards come out. No, there's another one. And a lot of red. Operating theater.
Wow.
It looks like you heal 1 red for 3 steps. That's crazy.
Holy crap.
So, as the first player, you get to choose which one you want to bring out. Do you want additional this card, or do you want additional room?
I will do...
In round 3.
Yeah. I need more nurses, man. That's what I need. You know what? Let's bring out another guy.
Alright. Yellow. Heal 1 yellow, heal additional yellow. Alright. As the first player, go ahead and pick 9 dice out of there. For the ambulances.
The ambulance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, sorry.
Got it?
Yeah.
Alright, so you got a couple of 6s, but the rest look okay. Yep. There we go. So the 2s. Alright, now there's some 3s. I get to choose how they appear. I'll put a green 3 there and a red 3 there.
There's another 3. Yeah.
Yep. 4, 4. All right. So as the first player, you get first pick, but not this one.
Yeah. Wait, not which one?
Not the first one. The first player never picks the first ambulance. Because otherwise they just keep getting first player for the rest of the game.
I know. Alright. I'll go with this one.
Alright. You just keep the dice.
Okay.
I guess I'll take these then. So that's a green 4. A red 5 standing by.
5 by 5.
No.
No?
Star Wars reference.
Oh.
Red 5. Anyway.
Well, StarCraft.
Okay. Well. Now improvements. So you get to, as first player, you get first pick.
Alright. Oh my gosh, dude.
Dude.
I need nurses. Like, I'm hurting, but that tile is so yummy looking. Damn. Okay. I'm going to have to... I have to do this one.
Okay.
I can't. I need nurses so bad.
So you get a red one there. Just so people can see what you're doing, I'm going to put this over.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
And let's see. I will pick. I got a lot of. I think I'm actually going to pick that one.
Yeah. I think you won this bit.
No, not yet. All right, so now that we've drafted,
Oh, that's funny.
now we activate simultaneously. So I'm going to put one there so I can heal a red die 3 times. So this 4 will become a 7 and be discharged. Next, this yellow one, I'm going to heal this 5 twice because of this hematologist.
What happens if you don't have room?
7. Room where?
Like on your patients, like in the next round, like what happens?
You have to discard dice, and you get a fatality token for each die that you discard.
Damn.
Darn, you mean.
Damn.
But sure. Alright, so this becomes a discharge. 5 becomes a 7. Green one, I'm going to have the 2... Tempted to move... Like, I want to treat these healthy ones, but I don't want any to die. So maybe I'll move this up to 4. Treat that one. I've got some nurses left over. Not going to be able to save everyone. Alright, well, it's got to be one of the... okay, so I can either treat a red one. Oh, did you get first player? Who picked the lower ambulance?
I did.
Okay, so you keep that, and you also get a blood bank token.
Cool.
Because you picked the lower ambulance. I forgot about that.
Right.
Okay, so let's just treat this yellow one. Make it a 7. And this last nurse, whatever the lower number is. Let's go with that one, 3 or 4. This 3 becomes a 4. Okay. And I'm done.
Me too.
Okay. So now comes the neglect phase. I get to ignore 1 red die. I'm going to ignore this 3 and then move these down to 4s. 4. 4. And these become 3s. And that. Okay. And after that comes discharge. I'm discharging 3 and you're discharging 3. So we tied, so this bonus doesn't kick in.
Yep.
We both score 5 points. So I'm up to 8 and you're up to 7. Alright, so these go back in the bag.
Let's do those, right?
Yep. Next is the shift change cleanup. So nurses go back to nurses station. Specialists go back to their cards. New round 4. This thing is put away like that. New card comes out. General practitioner. And that one. And these dice also go back in the bag. And did I miss anything? Oh yeah, dice slide back up to the arrows. Alright, as the first player, you get to choose. Which do you want out? General practitioner, I guess when you heal 1, you can heal an additional 1, but it has to be valued 4 to 6.
It has to be a blue token?
There is no blue, so I'm thinking it's just a wild.
I see.
And this one is 3 yellow of the same color can be moved up a step. Assuming they're the same value.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay. I'm going to pick the card.
Card? Okay.
What the heck is that thing?
Radiologist. When you heal a yellow, you can heal a die of any color of that same value. So if you heal a yellow 2, you can then heal a green 2 or a red 2 or yellow 2.
Okay.
Alright, so you get to pick which one do you want.
I thought we...
Oh yeah, go ahead, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead and do that first.
Sorry. I didn't know which order it goes.
Yeah, dice first.
I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Why is it every time there's green cards or green wards, I take green dice, but now that it's yellow, it's like mostly yellow? That's so weird.
I have no idea.
I'm not even looking, and you can like attest to
Just roll.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, good job. 6. 6. Really?
Oops.
What was this before? That's why I say
That was
roll gently.
before, sorry. 2.
Roll gently.
Sorry.
2. 2. 3, and the rest are 4s. So as second player, I get to decide how they appear.
And I can never pick the first one?
Nope.
That hurts my heart, but whatever.
Or do I want to move? Might be safer to do this. Okay. So as first player, you get to choose which one you want.
Oh, jeez.
You're going to choose number 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And I will choose number 3. That's smart.
Hmm?
Nothing. 4. 4. 4. Okay. So I picked number 3 and you picked number 2. So you get first player and a blood bank. All right. So now we simultaneously do our thing. Oh, we get to, I'm sorry, we have to draft these first. I keep skipping steps. So first player, which one do you want? What?
Nothing. I'm thinking. That would be 1, 2, 3. Come on. Dang. smart move to do though. That would be no, that's really a stupid move. Actually, I'm gonna pick this die.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I'm looking for the general practitioner in here, but there it is. When this Meeple heals any patient, heal a different patient of any color, value 4, 5, or 6. Okay.
Oh, so it's 2 dice?
Yeah, you heal 2 dice with that one.
Oh.
But that's 2 dice as well.
I know. This is heal anything if it's the same value.
No, that means when you heal a yellow die,
Yeah.
heal another die of any color of that same value.
Yeah. But I like that one too, though, because that'll get me cures. And that's a wild. You know what? I might just go for general practitioner because it's a wild.
Okay. I'll take the radiologist. Okay. All right, now we treat.
Okay.
So, how are we going to do this? I can use her for a different area and not necessarily for that bonus. So I could use this one here, but I need to treat at least, I need to discharge at least one, otherwise I'm going to overflow. So if I use him here, I can do 4 and 4 is 5. So I can treat 2 dice that way. Okay. Let's do that. I need to treat more dice. So that becomes a 5. And I'll just do a red die as a 5. Okay. And then with this one, this space is already taken, so I'd have to put her somewhere else. That stinks. This green one, I get to heal one up to 2 times, so let's do...
I have a question. When you put a colored one, do you take also the effect that's on the tile?
Yes. You heal by 1.
And then you do this?
No, yeah, and then you do that. This one says when you heal 1, you heal a second one.
Oh, so you don't heal one and then heal one and then heal a second one.
It's healed twice.
So where does this guy go?
Anywhere. He's a wild.
But he doesn't take effect into any of these, right? Because it's only this card's
When you
effect.
heal any cube, right, so let's say you put him here and you treat a yellow. This will kick in. You've treated a yellow. Now heal an additional one between 4 and 6.
Okay, I think I get it. Alright.
Alright, what was I doing?
Sorry.
Okay, I guess we will move this 4 to a 6. And this is a waste, unfortunately, but it's still a worker. I'm going to put her here and still heal 1 by 3. So this 4 will become a 7, and that will be a discharge. And I've got some nurses left. So it's 3 to 4. I can heal a 3 into a 4. This, I don't have any 2s. There's going to be a space that I won't be able to use, unfortunately. 5 to 6. Well, let's treat this 6 again and turn that into a 7. And this nurse that's left over, I have no 1s or 2s, so she goes to waste, unfortunately. Actually, there's a red spot here I could use. Missed that. So I could move one of these up by 1. Which do I guess actually, I'm going to keep that into a 2 so that I can use that next time. So this 4 becomes a 5. Okay. All right. I think I'm done.
That sucks. I'm gonna have to take a fatality next turn. This is so much harder than it looks.
The patients just keep coming.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right. So now we move on to the neglect. I've neglected 2 red, but I don't have to neglect both, just the 1. I'm going to keep the 4, but down the 3 to a 2. That way I can use it here next turn. This 3 becomes a 2 as well, and this 4 becomes a 3.
Wow.
And now we discharge. I've got 2 dice that I'm discharging. That gives me 3 points.
Oh, I only got the 1.
2, 3, and you get 1. Okay. And then cleanup. So now all nurses go back to their nurses station. Yellows go back there. Green goes there. Dice slide back up. Cards come out. Alright, so 3 green of the same color and a cardiologist. So again, as the first player, this round 5.
We gotta put those back.
Put what back? Oh yeah, those 2.
Okay. I'm going to opt for. Jesus.
Card?
Yeah.
Hematologist. Alright, so as the first player, you're going to roll some dice.
Oh, sorry.
You're excited, I can tell.
Yes. 4, 8, 9, 10. Crap. Just gonna put a random one back. Sorry.
Okay, 1, 6, and 6. All 3s. This is the only one.
Yep.
6. 1. 1. 4. There you go. Alright, so let's do that and that and...
That's right, you picked those.
Do I like the 3s the way they are? You can't... You can't pick the 1. So... Let's do... You might pick the 3. So if I did that, what would I get? Well, I guess I'll leave it as is. Alright, so as first player, you get to draft. Which one would you like? Except for the 1.
Yeah, I'll pick the 2.
The 2? Alright, and...
Wait, is that a good idea to do?
I don't know, is it?
That might be a bad idea because I already have a lot of the low numbers. I need high numbers. You know what? Let's go with the 3. Oh God,
The 3?
I feel like that's gonna bite me in the butt.
Alright, and out of these, which one do I want? No matter what, I get this and a blood token. The question is, do I want... I think I want the green die. For reasons.
Do I...
So are you over now?
Yeah, do I just get rid of anyone or do I have to get rid of the one that I just picked?
I think it's your choice. You must remove existing patients. So, yeah, you have to get rid of patients that are already here.
Alright, this one's old and about to die, so I'll put it back.
Alright. One death.
Well, I already took one.
Oh, you took one? Oh.
Unless
No.
that was another. Unless I have to take another one because I went over.
No.
Okay.
You only get one when you...
When I die.
Yeah.
Okay. When my patient dies.
Yes. Okay. So now that we've done that, now we draft. Part of me wants... I'm going to take the cardiologist. And you get your choice.
I'm gonna get this guy.
All right.
I don't know why, but...
Well, you've got 4 green 5s there, so... All right, so now, simultaneously, we can do stuff. This guy is, when you heal a red die, you heal another die equal to whatever. So, to the same value. So, if I put this one here, I can heal a 5 into a 6 and another 5 into a 6. Or a 2 into a 3. The thing, though, is that I need to treat more die. I need to get 2 out of here for the next round. So I need to keep pushing them. Oh, boy. I could... 4 and 4. No, I need to get those 5s out of there. Alright, so I'm going to heal a 5 here and make that a 6. And this says I get to take another 5 somewhere else, heal that. I've got 2 yellows, so I think I'm going to want to... maybe I'll heal a green. There's no 5s there. So I guess I'll take another red and make that a 6 as well. And I could take a blood bank and then completely heal one and get a discharge that way. But let's see how the rest of this plays out. So this here would be heal a red 3 times. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. This would completely heal this one. So that one's done. Yellow, heal. Okay, so if I did this means heal an additional 1, or heal it twice. So if I take this 5 and okay, so that would actually 6 and 7. So this would also discharge that one. So I'm in the clear for next round. Don't have to necessarily use the blood bank if I don't want to. The downside is I'm ignoring these low-valued ones over here. This green one I have to put there so I can use its effect. So I'm going to bring a 2 back up to a 4. And this yellow one, I've got 3 nurses and 3 spaces. Well, 2 nurses and a specialist. So I can do a 1 and 2, a 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So I've got a 2. So I might as well just, that brings it up to 3. And this, I pick a 3 or 4. I'll bring this 3 up to a 4. That's all right. So, and then this one, 5 or 6. I'm going to heal one of these guys and bring it to a 7. And I think I will use my blood bank token to heal this 6 and make it a 7. The question is that worth the points? It's 2 more points if I do that. I'm tempted to hold on to it so I can get myself out of a bad situation. Okay. I mean, the extra points is nice, but I also don't want a fatality in the future. Oh, that's tough. But then again, I can always draft more reds on a future round. Since I've got 2 red rooms. And I still have 1. Yeah, let's live dangerously. That might actually... I mean, the object is to score points. So let's make this a 7 as well. So there's 4 that I'm discharging here. But these guys are completely neglected, unfortunately. And this ability will not kick in, unfortunately. I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
Are you finished?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you've got 5 dice that you've discharged. That's awesome. All right. So first of all, neglect. So all of your dice that were neglected go down a pip. 2, 3, 2. All right, that's it. And I've scored, discharge-wise, I did 4. That gives me 7 points. That's up to 18, and you scored 9. So 8 plus 9 is 17.
Plus the 1.
Plus the 1 for scoring more. So now we're tied.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And these go back into the bag, along with those. Alright, so we discharged, and now shift change. So now dice slide back up. Nurses and specialists go back. Alright, new person comes out. I'm gonna go with 2 rooms this time, I think. It's because this is getting a little hairy.
Mm-hmm. What not?
This has to be a straight. So -1, then +1. So if you're gonna treat 3 dice, it has to be like 3, 4, 5, and they have to be red.
Okay.
Same with this. This is equals 3 red dice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I guess I will roll dice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, round tracker goes to 6. All right, so we got.
Wow, perfect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot of red dice.
Wow.
That's because we've all got green and yellow on our board, so more red dice are coming out.
Ooh, excuse me.
Bless you. Alright, so those. Bless you.
Oh, excuse me. Come on, Allergy Center, do something for me.
3. Alright, so, whoops, is that a 4?
Mm-hmm.
So 2. Now you get to choose where the 3s go. The 5, obviously, here. There's only one colored 4.
Yeah.
So it would be like that. But you get to decide where the rest of the 3s go.
Okay. This is obvious. I just have to pick where the yellow one goes.
Mm-hmm. Yellow 3. Okay. All right. So as the first player, I am going to draft this one. And which one would you like?
I will take the third one.
Third one.
Mm-hmm.
This one.
Yes.
Okay. I still get first player.
Yes, sir.
Blood bank. Okay. So from here, we get to draft. I'm going to take this one. Three of the same value. Can't pass that up.
Yeah. I'll go with this one.
Okay. All right. So now we can start curing patients. First things first. Let's.
Actually, can I take that back up? Sorry, I want to take this one.
Okay.
Sorry, I want the yellow.
All right.
Forget that red.
Nurse there, 3, 3, 3. So this is 4, 4, 4. Much needed. This red here, I can treat this 4, then treat another 4. So this becomes a 5. And this 4 also becomes a 5. There. That leaves this. Yellows. Well, I guess I've got to put that one next. Well, do I want to heal 1 2 steps, or do I want to heal multiple? Healing multiple would get these out of danger. It doesn't matter. I guess I'll do that. So I'll heal a yellow one. So it goes 2 to 3. And I pick another 2 somewhere and heal that to 3. So I'm going to put this to 3. Here. This one is green. I get to heal 1 by 2 steps. So this 4 becomes a 6. And this radiologist, who I can't use her ability because I have no more yellow rooms, I still can put them here. So on a 2 let's do the 1 or 2. The 1 or 2, the 2 becomes a 3. The 3 or 4, this 3 becomes a 4. And on the last nurse, 5 and 6, do I want to score 1? Scoring 1 simply gets a point. However, if I don't score 1, I think I run the risk of overflowing. So I will use the 6 here to discharge that one. This is a 7 now. And I think I'm done. I've got a blood bank token that wouldn't really help me at all. Alright, I am finished.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Neglect. I have no neglect. Okay.
I have one.
Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Discharge. I discharged 1. So I get 1 point, I think.
Mm-hmm. I discharged none.
Alright, so this goes back in the bag. Alright. Next is cleanup. So nurses go back. Round 7. Second to last round.
Mm-hmm.
Red. Okay. Ooh, that's gonna stink. Okay. Not helpful. What am I missing? As the first player, okay, I have to get rid of that one. This is triage, 1 through 3, 2 steps.
Mm-hmm.
That could be helpful. And then a microbiologist. I will take an additional room, I think. This is 3 dice, 1 through 3, 1 step up each. Okay. So now I have to roll dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No yellows, really?
Wow.
6, 1, 6, 6. These are good. One and 4. 4 is good. 4 is good. 3 and 4. Okay, so 2 here, 5 here. Now you get to choose. Well, these are all 4s, so you decide the order of these 4s.
Okay. What's that?
That's the kid outside, I think.
Sounds like a cat.
Or a cat.
That's so sad. I don't know.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna move this over here. Okay, as first player, I get first dibs. First dibs on what? I mean... I think I'll take these. So, 4, 4, and 4. I need to clear 3 this round. Ugh. Alright, and you get to pick.
I don't want to pick. Alright, take a fatality. This one's gone.
Oh, you have to...
Yeah. I'm bad at this game. My hospital is just a
it's
morgue.
a morgue. Okay.
Yeah.
But you got all those 6s there. You're gonna like make a big jump in a minute.
It goes in the bag. It doesn't really matter which one I pick, huh?
Well, if you pick the 1, you get first player and a blood bank.
There's only one more round, huh?
This round plus 1 more.
That's pretty low numbers, though. I'll go with this.
Okay. Alright, so I get first player and the blood bank. Okay, I get first dibs on this. Question is, what? Definitely picking a room, I think. Question is, what room? This is 1 through 3. So, and this is 3 dice, 1 through 3 by 1 step. This is 2 dice, 1 through 3, 2 steps. I think I'd want... I think I'd want that one. Taking the worker.
Yep, microbiology.
Microbiology. Just so the camera can see what you got there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, now, I guess we start doing our thing. Part of me wants to do this immediately so that I can do 4, 4, 4 turns into 5, 5, 5. What that's gonna do, I'm not sure. I'm not gonna have, I need another full round to get those to 7s. So it's like, that's gonna be tough. I will bring one here to treat a 4 into a 7. So that's 1 down. And then his ability is treat another 4 to make it a 5. So this becomes a 5. Next, we've got some yellows. I need to clear them off. So let's go with that one. Treat a die twice. So this 3 becomes a 5. And this green, this 5 will become a 7 with her ability. So that's done. This yellow, there's no yellow spots, but I can put, what I could do is I could start adjusting these somehow. Instead of worrying about the 3s at this point. Okay. Alright. Let's do this. That will move one of these. I'm going to move one of these 5s up to a 6. And using my blood banks, both of them, I'm going to bring this 5 to a 6. And this 5 to a 6 in preparation. And then I've got 2 nurses left. So a 1 and 2, actually I could go here And I could go here, and this becomes a 5, and this becomes a 5. And I've got 1 nurse left. It's either this space or this space, 3 or 4. I'll just do that. I could treat this 5 and make it a 6. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, that's all I can do, unfortunately.
Yeah, one of my guys can't even go anywhere else. Alright, I'm done.
Wow, you got big scores there, I'm just saying. I only, okay, so as far as neglect, my guy stops this one from being neglected. This 4 becomes a 3. And that's it. What do you got?
Down to a 4 and down to a 2.
Okay. Okay. Scoring, I got 2. That gives me 3, but you...
I got 10.
10 points. So you're up to 28. You won that, just saying. Alright, and now we clean up again. So we're on round 8. This is the last round. These go back in the bag. Red, white, white. These slide up. Ooh, I miscalculated. I thought I had more. I thought I had an... Oh man, that sucks. Alright, well, I have to take a fatality probably. Okay, as the first player, well, we have to do this first. Heal a yellow one. And triage nurse. Who am I going to want? Another room. Let's go with another room. Okay, interesting. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's see, these 6s and these 1s, but these are okay. All 6s. Can't roll that next swing if I try.
I was just about to say, that's an X-wing roll.
2 and 3. Alright, so the 2s... Alright, and you have the 3s, so go ahead and pick where you want the 3s to go.
Jeez.
Okay.
Wait, it's the last round, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, then in that case.
Okay. Well, as the first player, I have to pick. I might go with. That sucks. Wow. At this point, that's kind of crap. Alright. Well, this would give me the most possibility for additional scores, but more than likely. Alright. As much as I don't wanna, I'm gonna take this one, I think. No, but you've got 3 in a row would make... Those 3s would turn into 4s, wouldn't they? And you could do something with them. Twice. Wow. I'm taking the 2. To prevent you from 3, 4, 4, 4, then 5, 5, 5.
Alright.
That's ridiculous.
I'll do this one.
Alright. I get blood bank, first player. I gotta kill someone off. I get a fatality. I was hoping not to get that, but 3, 3, 3. Alright, drafting. I think I'm going to choose probably this one. Which is heal a yellow 3 times.
This guy.
Okay, so you got a blue one. Wow, you've got a huge team over there, I'm just saying. Alright, so let's do our last round. Clearly, nurse here to do 7, 7, 7. So these guys are treated. 1 nurse here to treat a... Well, if I treat a 4, this would not kick in. I could treat a 5. And then do the same thing with that over there. Now, let's hold off on that. How about this one? This yellow, treat a yellow twice. 5, 6, 7. So there's that one. This one is treat the same value. If I were to use a blood bag to get my yellow up to a 6 and then treat the green, but what about this? Let's do the green here to turn this 5 into a 7. And blood bag the yellow to make this a 6. Then this guy, that seems like overkill. I'd have to be, yeah, that is overkill for this ability, unfortunately. 3 yellows, but I have to be on a yellow space to use his ability. So I'm going to treat the yellow 3 times, that's 9, and then I can treat one of equal value, which is this 6. So these get treated. That leaves me with 2 nurses. So what if I did a red to make this a 6? And, oh wait, I've got this guy still. So, not that it would matter, there's no other, yeah, the values just aren't working for me here. So, nurse, well, let's do this, keep it cleaner. Or, oh, I've got this red here, increase a die by 3. 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so that's that. And then I can treat a 4, but I have no 4s. Then a nurse brings this to 6. And this 6 brings this to 7. Okay, awesome.
Let's take this one back. Oh my god! What did you do? I call bull.
Math.
Yeah.
I took a fatality in the hopes of setting this round up to be huge, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Okay. Goes down. So I have to put. Sorry, give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Put one here. This is a 5. So be 6. 6. 6. This one. All cured.
Good job.
Stressful. And then I can do. I need more rooms. 5 and a 6.
Whenever you use her, what are you doing now?
I did this.
You have to be on a yellow space to use those abilities.
My bad. There.
So yeah, it would go there.
5 and 6. And oh my god, okay. So then I do
You're gonna score a lot too. This is gonna be very close.
no. This is a 6 and it's a 5. Okay, fine, whatever. Damn. And then this last one, don't really know where to put it. 5. Boom.
Okay. You done?
I guess I can't place this one in.
Neglect 2.
Do the neglects matter at this point?
Well, unless they're dead, no.
No.
It may. I don't know if there's a tiebreaker or not. Now I've got, in terms of discharge, you've got what? 6.
6.
6 gives you 11 points.
Good Lord, you got 21.
So you're up to 11 is 39, right? 28 plus 11 is 29, 39. And then mine is 22 plus 21 is 43.
What? That's insanity.
And
then I get -4 points.
Well, let's make sure we didn't miss anything before we go that route. There may be some other end of game stuffs that we missed. Subtract 2 for every fatality. You've got 2, I've got 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Did you have any blood bags left over?
No.
That's it. So yeah,
Good job.
I barely won, 41 to 35.
I feel like we played wrong.
How so? I thought we did pretty good.
I don't think we were able to treat them a second time.
You have to. Otherwise, you'll end up with so many dead people.
I think that was the point.
No, I don't know about that. I think you can treat a die more than once. And if I'm wrong, so be it. But I kind of like my variant better anyway.
Yeah.
It makes more sense. So what did you think of Dice Hospital?
I was looking forward to this and I was very underwhelmed.
Really?
I gotta say.
Why so?
I don't know. It's a lot of thinking, and then when you want to backtrack, it's very hard to backtrack, I think, because it needs more tracking. That's my biggest complaint.
Tracking how?
Like I wish I could remember how I used this guy, because if I try to backtrack with like one guy and it's the wrong dice, then it just screws the whole map over. So, I mean, it was okay. I would probably play this again, but I prefer other games for sure.
Okay.
With modified dice.
Fair enough. I liked it. I liked... What I didn't like was how scoring worked. I hated that rather than trying to keep your area clear, you were trying to manipulate dice in such a way to you released a whole bunch at once. I didn't like that. I would have preferred a more, I don't know, like, get them out as quickly as possible kind of thing rather than, okay, this guy is hurt, but, let's treat this other guy first because we need to release them both at the same time. Like, that, thematically, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
It's realistic.
No, it's not.
It's pretty realistic.
No, it's not. In real life, they're trying to get you out of the ER as quickly as possible to make room for more people. That's what it is. They're not going to hold you there until, they can release 3 at the same time. It doesn't make any sense.
I feel like they hold you there on purpose.
Well.
It's kind of like police officers who need, like, a quota.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to get into that.
I love cops, but I'm just saying.
Uh-huh. As far as the game goes, non-political crap.
Sorry.
Yeah. So the cards, the boards, like, did you like the way the game came together? Or what? You said the tracking was rough. Did you like the overall gameplay? Did you like the rooms that were coming out and the cards that were coming out? More workers, more abilities, more rooms.
I liked the... I don't know, there's something off about it. I liked the workers But the iconography is kind of a pain. I don't like the iconography.
How would you have done it?
I have no idea, but I feel like other dice modify. There were a bunch of dice modification games that we played that had better, a better flow, I guess.
There was a lot to remember with this.
Yeah.
Like, I had to look at the rulebook several times. Like, these guide cards just told you what the next phase was. It didn't run down what you do during those steps. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. First player on the 6th step chooses whether or not one of these comes out for this, in a 2-player game. So it was like, it was different,
Like, I think it could have been better if there was some tweaking. I don't know how, but I feel like there could be a lot of tweaking for this game, and it would be infinitely better.
The art was good. I liked the art.
I liked the art. It was cute.
I would have preferred a round tracker that was more stable.
Yeah, like, this game feels so unstable. There's too much movement. There's too much... Like, there's no tracking. I need tracking in my life.
Well, you get overwhelmed easily. I didn't have any issues with the tracking because, like, I was doing it in my head first and then playing it out.
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm a visual learner.
Yeah, I understand. There is a solo variant, so if you guys are interested in playing on your own, you can. Again, there's also these event cards in here that we didn't play, and there's also the clipboard cards are for the solo variant as well. So there's more components that we didn't show you. But overall, like, I thought this was an okay game. It didn't wow me, but I liked the engine building. Like, your hospital started out crappy, treating one die at a time, but then over time you've got these people that can do more for you. You've got these rooms that can increase dice by 2 or 3 steps or multiple dice. But, like, at the end of the game, like, once the last couple of rounds come around, you can ignore, like, the 3s and the 2s and just focus on the 5s and 6s to get them out as quickly as possible. And that's what I did. Like, I didn't even bother at that point.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like I was... In a hospital, you're more concerned with points than people's lives. It doesn't compute with me.
That's why I like Flatliners. That game.
Flatline? No, I hate that.
Oh.
No, there's a time limit to that. No.
If this had a time limit, it would be epic.
No, absolutely not. I would not play it if it had a time limit.
An hourglass.
No, wrong. You're wrong. Your opinion is wrong.
Alright. I'm sad we didn't get the actual ambulances.
That's a Kickstarter promotional thing, I think.
Sadness.
Yeah, or I think you can buy them. I'm not sure on the website, but I'm not gonna.
No, I understand.
I'm poor.
It's very difficult too. Like, when you have to, you really have to be strategical on what you're, like, how you're building your hospital. Because I had these, like, 3 in a row, but then I had this 1 through 3, and I could not get them up fast enough because my people were just, they were getting overwhelmed. So it was pretty difficult in that sense. But I liked the challenge. I did like the challenge. It just needed to flow better, I think, the whole game overall.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I had an issue, like, again, I want a hospital-themed game like this, but I want the scoring to be different, somehow.
Yeah. It actually made me feel like I was playing 2 Point Hospital in a way, which is kind of a nice feeling.
Yeah.
But it makes me want to play 2 Point Hospital.
I understand. 2 Point Hospital being a video game, folks.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was Dice Hospital. I think that gets like a sideways thumb, kind of, sort of. Like, I like it. It's a sure. It's good, but not wow. Is what I guess I'm trying to get at.
I'm more of the really disappointed because I had high expectations for this.
Well, you were really excited going into this.
I was.
So you got your hopes up.
Yeah, I did, and it was so underwhelming.
Well, there you go, folks. You put that on the box. Dice Hospital.
Oh, that's so sad.
Wow. Dice Hospital. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I'm going to publish. This is Vincent Ali. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Bye, guys.